Hello, hello. We are so excited that we are going live here on Facebook, and we are so excited that you have decided to stop by and check us out. I am Janae with Dialogue with Jenay, and here I have joining me is the famous Erica J, who is also a makeup artist. Erica, introduce yourself to the people.
Hey everybody, thank you Janae for having me.
Yeah.
Like she said, I'm Erica and I'm a makeup artist and I'm also a Beautycounter consultant. And hopefully I can share some tips and tricks with you guys today about makeup during the fall and winter time.
Yes, so as Erica stated, she is a beauty counter consultant, and I am also, as you already know. And so this is how we met, and we are so excited to be able to share with you not only information about Beauty Counter, but more importantly, how to get ready for the change of season because fall is upon us, and with the change in seasons, we have also changed our products. But before we get started, just to give you a little background, hello, Janelle and Nicole. Thank you for joining us. But to give you a little background about Beauty Counter, it's more than a beauty company. It's a movement, and we are very passionate about it because it's more than just about products. It's about educating people and consumers on the importance of choosing safer products, because all of our products are not created equal. And it's very important that we are doing what we can to keep ourselves safe and healthy, because here in the United States, they only ban or restrict 30 harmful ingredients from being used in our products, versus in Europe, they banned 1,400. And so, yes, I said that right. 30 USA, Europe 1,400. You heard me, did not stutter. But with Beauty Counter, they intentionally prohibit over 1,800 harmful ingredients from being used in our products. And so we're going to delve more into that as we go on. But you came here to see some products and to see what's good for you, what's good for your skin for the fall. So let's fall on into those products, okay? So Erica, you want to go first?
Yeah, I can start. I always tell people before you start any type of makeup or anything like that, skincare is so important. Your makeup application is only as good as the skin that you put it on. So if you're not regularly cleansing your skin, moisturizing your skin, there's only so much makeup is going to be able to do for you. And so I think that's really important for people to remember. So I've moisturized with my adaptive moisture lotion from Beautycounter to give me some hydration. And I also put on some lip balm, some lip conditioner from Beautycounter as well to prep my skin.
Speaking of the lip balm, okay, so most people who know me know that I'm really not all into makeup. I haven't been, only because I always wondered what was in those products. And because they didn't list the ingredients, I was afraid, right? So growing up, I wasn't that girl who was all into the makeup. But now I have a second daughter who is into all of the makeup. And I'm so thankful that I have a company that is intentionally producing and making and manufacturing and fighting for more companies to make safer products that she can use it. So for me, what I tend to use just to keep my skin hydrated, like Erica stated, is our Dew Skin Moisturizer here. And the unique thing about this is that it also has sunscreen in it, SPF. And if you don't know, all sunscreens are not created equal. You definitely want to use a mineral-based sunscreen and not a chemical-based sunscreen. But this one here, we have it in a few different, several different shades ranging on your skin tone. And so for me, I am using our number 3 or whatnot. And my skin, like Erica stated, has already been washed. And so I decided I just jump in and go first, before the professional come in and take over. So I'm just going to introduce you to what minimalists would like to do, or perhaps, especially now that we're in the pandemic, one thing that we are going to focus on is, even though we have to keep our faces covered with our mask, we can still look good. We can still have a glow and a shimmer about us. And we can, like Erica stated, with the peppermint lip conditioner, we can still keep our lips conditioned. Because if we don't treat our skin right, guess what? It won't treat us right. And you think the pandemic is bad. Wait till you find out, if you're not taking care of your skin, how that will be bad for you as well. So with this, now Erica, okay, if you see me doing something wrong, by all means, feel free to critique and, say, okay, Jenay, maybe you want to do this. But, okay, just to give y'all a disclaimer, how bad it is. Even for my wedding, I was like, do I really have to wear makeup? And people were like, yes, Jenay, you have to wear makeup. At least one time out in your life, can you please wear some makeup? So that's who you're dealing with right here. But guess what? I got a professional, so we in good hands. Okay, so we put a little dab here, so you see how it looks there. But when you blend it, it blends very well with the skin, right? And so because it's dewy skin, Erica, I'll let you talk about it while I'm
sure. It's a tinted moisturizer, so it's going to give you a really sheer coverage. But the biggest thing, like Jenay mentioned, was that you're going to get protection and moisturizer all in one product with the SPF. So I really like the Dew Skin too. I usually use it if I do want to spruce up my face for work or something like that. Then I will opt for Dew Skin versus foundation. So yeah, you did a great job. I don't know what you're talking about.
I know, Look, you know how it is when you don't feel comfortable in something, you doubt yourself. And,
sure.
Knowing that, you're pretty much really good at it, but because you have to build your confidence in that area. And then, like she said, this is my fan favorite. It also has healing properties in it, which we don't list that, but I came to find out with my second daughter, she always gets little sores on the corners of her mouth, and I ended up using it on that. And within, like here recently, something happened 2 days ago. She had one within 24 hours. It was pretty much 95% healed, and so I do like that about this, and it lasts a pretty long time. It doesn't require a lot. And you see, it goes on flawlessly. And there you have it. And the good thing about it, it's so light that you can also use it up under our lipsticks. And so this one here, I don't know about you, but some women tend to lose their tops. And so this one here has like a magnetic top. And so a lot of women like yeah. And so this one is our plum, and so it goes on.
Oh, that's so pretty. I'll have to get that color myself.
It's a pretty one. I got excited about this because my mom was looking for a plum lipstick and we never had it. And so as soon as we got it, I was like, Mama, we had it, well, maybe I think we did. I'll take that back. We did have the plum lipstick. We didn't have the plum lip gloss, which we do have that now. Because she did end up buying it, but we do have it in the color intense lipstick. But so here we go. We have that, and this is scent fragrance with vanilla, and that's one thing, with companies, you do want to stay away from ingredients that have the word fragrance in it, because they can hide all types of harmful chemicals behind that are very harmful for the body. So with Beautycounter, with this one, it's an organic vanilla fragrance that we use with that lipstick. And so now we would turn it over to the professional.
Well, I love what you did. I'm all about keeping it simple. This is what I look like when I go to work. I don't usually wear anything, and if I do, it's usually Dew Skin and maybe some mascara. So So yeah, so when I start my face, I always start with brows because they kind of frame the face. And my new love, which we were sold out of for a long time, but I finally got my hands on some brow gel.
Ooh,
I really
yeah.
love this because it's quick. You don't have to like carve out your brows and all that extra stuff that you might see on Instagram. So I just take the little wand and I start at the back of my brow and just kind of brush through the tail to give it a little color.
Mm-hmm.
And then whatever's left on the brush, I'll bring it to the front. And I'm just doing really light strokes to give my brow some color. See the difference?
Yes, and it gives it some definition too.
Right. And if I go outside the lines, I literally just take my finger and just clean it up. And it's just that simple.
Right.
So I'm going to do the other brow. I really do love this brow gel. And it also holds your brow hairs in place. Because some of us have little unruly brows that want to go all over the place. And this has been really good.
And the good thing about it comes in 5 colors, with clear being a quote unquote color, ranging from, I believe it's light to dark brown, deep black. So whatever shade you're looking for, even if you, like she said, for the unruly hairs, if you don't want any color at all, you can use the clear to help tame it and shape it and give it definition.
Exactly. I actually just ordered a clear one for that very reason.
Mm-hmm, mm-hmm.
Yeah, so y'all see how easy that was. My brows are done. So the next thing I like to do is eyes, because I feel like if I do have any fallout, I don't want it to get on my foundation or my concealer after I do all that work. So we're going to jump into eyes. And me and Janae were talking, and we both like the idea of multi-use products. And that's part of the reason why I love Beautycounter's makeup, because everything is kind of interchangeable. You can use it for whatever you want to because it's all safe. So today we're going to go in with our blush in Dates. It's this beautiful like orange color. And I'm going to use a fluffy eyeshadow brush. You don't have to spend a lot of money on brushes, you guys, but this is just a random brush I had sitting around. I'm just going to take some of that product, and I should probably get a mirror so I can see a little better. And I'm just going to sweep that into my crease. So right where you feel your eyeball socket hit that bone, just going to sweep that back and forth. And it gives me a nice wash of color. I'm going to do the same thing on the other eye. And just sweep it back and forth in my crease. And yeah, and we're going to use the same blush on our cheeks too. So we'll have a little bit of a monochromatic look going on. So yeah, there's that.
Mm-hmm. And that's good when you can use, hey Jasmine, that's good when we can use a product for more than different purposes, especially when we're traveling, and we will be traveling once again for those who are, quarantining at home or in place. But when you're traveling, you don't want to have to carry so many different products. So being able to find more than one use for a product is definitely a great tip.
Absolutely. So there's our first color. Boom, boom, bam. Then we're going to go into our classic eyeshadow palette. I feel like everybody should have one of these because the colors are just so great and neutral for everybody. Right. So I love this palette. And I'm just going to take a flat brush and take a shimmery color and put it on my lid. So since it's fall, I'm going to go with this dark shimmery brown right here.
And see, and of course, when we're wearing our mask, what do you see? You see your eyes. And so you want to make sure that your eyes are popping, right? So the shimmery is definitely a plus.
And so this turns into like a pretty daytime smoky when I add that all over my lid. I absolutely love this palette, you guys.
Erica is truly talented and gifted. If you get a chance, if you are on IG, definitely check out her IG page at Erica JMUA. She is, if you just scroll down her page and just look at everything, she even does the artistic makeup, like stuff that you would see in the movies, you know, where you creating the face, you got an eyeball coming out the cheek and all of that stuff. Honey is talented and blessed. So if you ever need a makeup artist, she is definitely one to see.
I appreciate that. And I love, love, love special effects makeup. And it is Halloween. So stay tuned because I do have some good stuff coming. And so I just went back in with that first brush and just blended those two colors together so there's no harsh lines. And that's pretty much all I'm going to do for this eyeshadow look. I think that's really pretty.
That is.
So yeah, that's just perfect for fall. Give you a little daytime smoky. You can wear this anywhere. This can definitely transition from work to like a date night or a Zoom party or whatever you have going on.
Mm-hmm.
And then the finish. What did you say?
I was gonna say, and speaking of Zoom, you know, because a lot of people are like, I don't really need it to make up now. Well, we're doing a lot of Zoom lately, and yes, some of us are fine, like myself, with going on Zoom looking like me.
Right.
But there are others who prefer to look like they look when they're going outside of the house pre-COVID-19. So definitely you want to, you know, keep up with your makeup, and definitely if you were unaware that all makeup is not created equal, and that all cosmetics and products, personal care products, are not created equal, that there are harmful ingredients in our products. If the companies are not intentionally trying to create safer products, you definitely want to switch your products out for safer ones.
Mm-hmm. Absolutely. So I'm going to finish off our eye with some mascara. This is our lengthening mascara. And one tip I have for mascara is when you go in, wiggle it at the base of your eye and then pull it up. Because that's going to make sure you get all the hair. I probably look real crazy in the camera right now. But
wiggle, wiggle up. Wiggle, wiggle up.
That's right. I really like this mascara as well. I want to get our voluminizing one also.
Yes, yes, yes. We do have some fresh beauties that we're going to show you, some fall fresh beauties that have come out, and we have more that are coming out as the days go by. So definitely stay tuned, and we are so excited about them. You know, I don't know. It's just like, you know, be a kid in a candy store. You know, if you're into products, you know, if you're like a product junkie or like, you know, dressing up and, you know, all of that stuff, then this is definitely a fun time of year for you, because here at Beautycounter, we are gearing up for Whisper It. Because it's October and have 2 more months before it comes, but you know how the world operates. They putting out Christmas stuff now. So this is definitely a season to be thankful, a season to be giving, you know, because tomorrow is not promised. It is coming. We don't know what it's bringing. And so we definitely want to make sure that we are living each day like it is our last. And what better way, you know, to show your love and gratitude for others than by showering them with gifts.
That's right.
Who doesn't like gifts?
I know I do. I'm waiting on them.
You're right.
So that's my eyes, you guys. I'm going to keep it like that. Just mascara and a little shadow. So the next thing I like to do is go in with foundation. And let me tell y'all, as many makeup products as I've used, as many foundations as I have used in my day, I am truly in love with Skin Twin. Like, from the day it came out, from the first day I used it, I am in love. Regardless of the look, this is what I've been reaching for lately, which is amazing. So this is skincare and makeup in one. It's pumped with hyaluronic acid, which is going to draw moisture into your face or into your skin, which is awesome for the wintertime. So this is definitely still going to be a staple for me throughout the year. And the only difference is I kind of have to change shades a little bit because I get pretty tan in the summer months. But I'm in the shade 440, in the tan 440, and I believe we have, is it 12 shades? 14?
I think it's 12.
12.
Nikki Jamel, is that correct? I think it's 12 different shades. That's one thing we were excited, especially as women of color. They added more depth to the color palette to be able to match the different shades of us.
That's right. I was really excited about it too, because we only had I think it was 6 or 7 shades before, 10, maybe 10. I don't know.
Right.
It doesn't matter because Skin Twin is here now.
Right. Exactly.
So I just put a pump, about a pump and a half on my hand. I'm just taking a random brush. Usually I use our retractable foundation brush, but I moved recently and I can't find it. So I'm just using a random brush, and I'm going to go for a pretty light coverage because, again, if we're wearing a mask, we don't need a lot of product on our face. So I always start in the center of my face and kind of just buff it out to the edges. You always want to put product first where you want the most coverage. And so for me, the middle of my face and my cheeks kind of need the most coverage.
And so we do have a total of 18 shades now. So we actually went from 10 to 18. So that is definitely a plus because the more shades you have, the more people you can serve and help.
That's right. So as y'all see, that just gave me a nice wash of color. What I love about this foundation is that it's also buildable. So if I want to put more on, I can. So you can get a medium kind of coverage with it.
Yes. And look, I had a client who tried the Skin Twin foundation, for the first time, and it was a new client. And her review was, she asked her sister, look, how does this look on my face? And her sister was like, what? I don't see anything. All I see is a glow. And honey, that's all she needed to know. She went to work, on cloud 100 with her glowing face. And she said all her co-workers were like, oh, I love your face. Oh, that's nice. She was like, oh, yes, it's Skin Twin.
I love it.
Yes. So it's always good to get those reviews from your clients because we are here to serve you, and we want to make sure that we know that the products are safer and high performing. And when you come to realize it, that just makes our heart feel good because we know how important it is to have high performing products. And for us, it's just as important to have safer products or clean products that will not harm you and your children. Because that's one thing as women, the products that we use, they not only affect us, but they also help, or they also affect our children, and especially women in the childbearing age, because research is showing now that the toxic load that we carry, it gets transferred or passed on to the babies that we're carrying inside. So you definitely want to make sure that you are using clean, safer products, not only for you, but for the benefit of your children that you have and your children that you're going to have in the future.
Very good. I agree 100%. All right. I think I'm good on foundation.
It looks good. I can see a little glow going.
Yes. And my favorite thing about makeup is the glow.
Yeah.
And it doesn't take a lot. It's supposed to enhance your beauty, not, mask you.
Right.
All right. So after that, I go in with our touch-up concealer pen. Just a few pumps under my eyes to give me a little brightness. And I put a little bit on my nose and a little on my forehead just to give me some dimension. And I actually tap this out with my finger. I don't even use a brush. So y'all don't be afraid to use your hands. It's totally fine. Same with your foundation. If you want to use your hands for your foundation, that is totally fine. Your fingers help to warm up the product, which is going to help it to melt into your skin even better.
And then Erica, one question we have is, should we always put foundation on after doing our eyes?
It is a personal preference. There is no right way. I like to do it that way because, as you can see, I'm putting on concealer and foundation. And if my eyeshadow has any fallout and I've already got on foundation and concealer, I might have little speckles down here and then I have to fix it. So for me, I don't want to have to go back and fix it. I'd rather just do my eyes, get it out of the way, and then do my skin.
That makes sense.
So you see that brightened up my eyes a little bit, opened me up. So yeah, I really like this concealer. It's just enough coverage without looking cakey or heavy.
And oh, go ahead.
Oh no, I was just saying, yeah, that's it. You just tap it out.
That looks good. That looks good. And speaking of concealer, we have a fresh Fall Beauty, a new concealer that we have that's also in alignment with our Skin Twin, how it's both skincare and makeup in one. So our new concealer is also skincare and makeup in one as well. So you are definitely in for a treat.
I am so excited for that concealer. I think I jumped out of my seat when I got that email. I was so excited because I love a concealer with a wand and a doe foot applicator. So y'all are going to be for sure in for a treat when that comes out. Just stay tuned.
Yes.
Okay, so that's my base. That's my foundation and concealer. And now we're just going to give our face some dimension. So bronzer, blush, highlighter, those kind of things are going to add more structure and shape to your face. And those are areas where you can amp it up or keep it simple, depending on the vibe of your look. So today, I'm just going to go in with our Cabana bronzer. Ooh, camera's over here. And I'm going to just take that on a fluffy brush, like a blush brush. And where my hairline starts, that's kind of where I'm going to sweep it. And I'm going to keep it back here. Just to give my face a little warmth and dimension.
And again, when you're thinking about the mask, when you have your mask on, when you have that warmth and dimension coming up out there matching with your eyes, I'm just saying, they will be saying, who is that masked woman?
And then I bring that into my temples because y'all see I have a pretty large forehead.
Girl, that just means you super smart. I tell you, she's talented and super smart.
That's right. And so I just use bronzer on my forehead to kind of like minimize it a little bit. And then I'm just making sure everything's blended. That is huge for makeup. I also take a little, like I've been eating with this new job. So I'm gonna just take a little on my jawline to minimize my little double chin.
So that's another, would that be considered like a hack?
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm just going across my jawline and sweeping it down to help minimize my double chin. So yeah, y'all see I have a little dimension, a little shape. I don't look like a moon face because naturally our skin has dimension. Like when you look at your skin, you have shadows in certain places are more bright. And so that's what we're doing with makeup. We're just mimicking those same highlights and shadows that our skin naturally has.
Yeah, that's one thing. I didn't quite realize that somebody pointed out the left side of my face is darker than the right side. And I guess that would make sense, because we drive on the left side of the car and we by the window a lot. But, I never really paid attention to that.
Yeah. I'm also going to take that same eyeshadow brush I used on my eye. I'm just going to sweep a little of this down my nose to give it a little structure. That is totally, I mean, everything in makeup is optional, but this is definitely optional. Some people don't care or desire more structure, but I need dimension. So that's that. Okay.
That is beautiful.
Thank you.
Magic before my eyes, and yours too.
Right. And look how quick we're doing this look. I mean, it really doesn't take a lot of effort to put something together. And Beautycounter makes it super simple when you have products that are safe to use wherever you decide to use them.
Right, right. And look, and they even make it extra simple for someone like myself with the Flawless in 5 set, where they have everything you pretty much need to become flawless, like in 5 minutes, ranging from your lip gloss, your either you can choose from the dew skin or the foundation, the powder blush that she has. You can choose between the gel brow gel. We have a brow pencil. You can choose between that, and we also have volumizing mascara and a lengthening mascara that you can choose from, and it comes with the concealer as well, and all of that is only $150. So definitely for people who are looking for quick, easy, tell me what I need, I get that, and so I can have it done in less than 5 minutes and out.
That's right. I love the Flawless in 5. And pretty much everything I've used today is the Flawless in 5. The only thing we added was this eyeshadow palette and the bronzer. So yeah. So now we're gonna go in with a little blush, the same blush we used in our eyes. And I'm gonna smile a little bit and place it on the apple of my cheek. I kind of tap it in a circle and then I sweep it back.
And for those who just joining us, she used that same blush on her eyes. We were talking about having multi-use purposes products that you can use and minimize how much you have to carry, when you're traveling or going from one place to the next. And so she's using a blush as a blush, and she's also used it for her eyes as well.
Exactly. And I love this blush. This is probably my favorite one that we have. And Date works with a whole bunch of different skin tones. So this is definitely one to have in your arsenal. And whatever's left on my blush brush, I don't dip back in. I just sweep it across my nose because I feel like we always have a natural flush in the center of our face. So I just sweep that on my nose, and then whatever's left, I put it on my chin. And that's
a good tip.
Again, it's about making your skin look naturally like yours, but enhanced. So yeah, that's that. Trying to think if there's anything else I want to do before I do my lips, but I think I'm good. I am going to brush through my brows again. That's the only con to doing your foundation after eyes, is that you might have to touch up your brows a little bit. But I'm just going to brush them to make sure they're staying in place. Yeah. Cool. So that's that. And now I'm going to go in with a lip. And like Jenay, where'd it go? I'm using the Sheer Genius. Oh, here we go. The Sheer Genius lipstick. And I'm going to use the color Rosewood.
That's a fan favorite, of everyone. Yes. So Beautycounter redid our lipsticks, and the color that they kept from the old line is the Rosewood, because all the clients, and consultants really love that color.
It's perfect.
And it's definitely a look for the fall.
I love that. So
and
yeah.
That's what Nicole said, that no makeup look. And that's what I like. I like to see, people Well, truly, I like to see people however they see themselves, because that's when your real and your true beauty comes out. But
Absolutely.
definitely that no makeup look is a plus.
Yeah. And I really liked what we did today.
That's
And it was
good.
and then because I'm a little extra and I can't do anything without lip gloss, I'm gonna go in with my new favorite nude lip gloss. And that is our Beyond Gloss in the color Clove. Is that right? Yeah, Clove. This, when I put it on for the first time, I actually have a video of it on my IG. It knocked my socks off. I will forever use this lip gloss.
What?
Yes, and I'm just gonna pop a little in the center of my lips.
So that's Clove. Okay. Yeah, my favorites. I have the Amber Shimmer.
Ooh.
I love that one. And then, of course, the Plum. I've fallen in love with it. And then, wait, do I have the Clove? Oh no, I have the Brulee.
Okay. Oh, you got
that's a pretty one. And then, yeah. Then I have another one, but with the lip glosses, the reason why, and they're not sticky, they're light and they're very moisturizing. That's because they contain jojoba oil, castor seed oil, beeswax, candelilla wax, and carnauba wax. And so, of course, it's some other ingredients, but those are the main ones, the featured ones. And so our glosses are definitely ones to be on the lookout for and try.
Yes. And that, you guys, is the look.
Ooh, that is a beautiful look. The look that we all strive for, especially, and yes, we are in a pandemic, but just because we're in a pandemic, we don't have to allow the pandemic to have us, right? So,
that's right.
Just like we have to keep washing our bodies and making sure, okay, here it is. I liken it to this. So with our lingerie, right? We wear nice undies because we want to. We don't show those to everybody when we leave the house covered, right? We don't go out there, hey, look what I got on. We don't do that, right? So it's the same thing with the makeup. So just because we're in a pandemic and we just going to the grocery store and back home doesn't mean we still can't be flawless when we walk out. But
that's right.
But we do understand, and we do understand the mask. So that's why we are here to point out the fall products that are definitely a must. And like Erica stated, you definitely need a moisturizer.
Yeah.
And you definitely want to make sure you're keeping your lips conditioned. We recommend, again, the eyes, because what do you see even in the mask? The eyes. So if you don't want to do the face, then just pick those things: the eyes, the lips, and a moisturizer. Either our adaptive moisturizer here or the Dew Skin. But even with our foundation, it's not your regular foundation. It's a light foundation that is buildable, that has skincare properties as well as makeup properties. So you will not be disappointed with those. And so to let you know of our fresh beauties that we have out, remember we talked about our gifts. So we have new colors in our foundation, in our glosses here. And we have a Irish shimmer. We have a wild berry and a lilac shimmer. Woo!
I cannot wait to try that lilac one.
Yes, honey. That's my color. I am a fan favorite of purple. So that is definitely my color. And one thing that we have to be mindful of with our lips is that I don't think we realize that with our lip glosses, most of them have like a petroleum base to them, which petroleum is the byproduct of oil drilling, right? So who wants to drink gasoline? No one. But in essence, that is what you're doing, because how many times have you seen me lick my lips while standing here? And I do have lipstick and lip balm on, right? So according to Dr. Oz, a woman over the span of a decade consumes over 7 pounds of lip gloss. 7 pounds. My second and third born children were 8 pounds and some ounces. So can you imagine? And look, we just started a new decade in January, right? So for the last decade, imagine you holding a 7-pound baby, like, ooh, all that gloss sure was good. No, just say no. You definitely want to choose safer products. You definitely want to get with a company that is transparent about their ingredients, that is intentional about choosing safer ingredients to use to make their products, as well as going down the supply chain, all the way down the supply chain. Because it doesn't just matter about what's in it, but it's matter how it's packaged. It matters how they get their products from the people who are part of that supply chain, and everyone has to be in alignment. And that's why Beautycounter is a certified B corporation, where they are definitely where they have the highest standards of verified social and environmental performance, where they have public transparency, and they have the legal accountability to balance profit and purpose. So they are showing you that you can be intentional about making money, as well as intentional about doing what's best for your clients or your customers and for the planet. Okay.
And provide high performing products in the process.
Yes.
Because a lot of times, you might see a clean product, but you may be wary, as I was before I joined Beautycounter, about how that product is going to stand up to the other products that I've been using in my medicine cabinet or whatever. And that's why I pointed out, like, this foundation. I still have other things I can choose from, but this performs the way I want it to perform, and so I continue to use it. So it's not just because it's clean, it's also because it's an amazing product.
Right. And that's one thing we as women of color, we have to be very mindful, because the products that are marketed to us, less than, I believe, the EWG reported, and that's the Environmental Working Group, for those who don't know what that is. It's a nonprofit, nonpartisan organization that basically fights on our behalf as consumers in relation to everything. They I think came out. Remember when Johnson & Johnson had that issue with the powder? I think they were the ones that leaked that or came up with that, and they fighting for chemicals and pesticides, and all that stuff. But they did a study where I think less than 25% of the products that are marketed to us as women of color are safe, and we are the majority consumers of the beauty industry. So let that sink in. We spend the most money in this industry, but yet the products that are marketed to us are very, very dangerous. So definitely you want to make sure that you are choosing safer products. You're choosing a company that's not only out there making products, but a company like us. And we're the only company that's on the hill fighting for the laws to be changed so that all products will have to be made safe. Because right now, the only people who can make sure that they're safe are the people that know. So that's you, because you're watching this video. That's us, because we decided to join up, because someone educated us. But if you don't know, then you're pretty much out of luck. Mm-hmm. But we're working hard so that even if you don't know, you'll still be safe, because all products will have to be made safe because the law says so. Right now, the law doesn't care. The law says companies do whatever you want, go out there and make whatever you want, except keep these 30 ingredients out of your products. Outside of that, hey, sky's the limit, so no, that's unacceptable. Unacceptable. And speaking about women of color, the EWG did a study on 10 minority newborns umbilical cords born in 2007 and 2008. And they found that 10 out of 10 babies, notice I said 10 out of 10 babies, so that's every single baby that was in the study, had lead present in their umbilical cord.
Wow.
What is lead found in? It's found in our lipsticks. It's found in the lipsticks. And so we as women, remember I told you about the 7 pounds? Okay. Yeah. We're transferring those toxins to our unborn children. And let's not even talk about our kids, our girls who like to play in makeup. And even with the makeup that they have that's available to sell to the kids, right? For them to play in, the toy makeup. That they have found that those are very unsafe. And so if you're going to have your kids playing in makeup, you definitely want it to be safe. And so another fresh fall beauty, which is definitely good for our kids, are our jellies.
And adults, y'all are going to fall in love with them too.
Yes. And one thing about it, oh, they smell so good.
Oh.
They smell so good. So you definitely don't eat those, okay? Because I don't want you to be coming to me in 2030 talking about, how many pounds have I eaten now? No, don't. Just say no. And so they come in different colors. So these here are the brights. So those are the bright colors here. And then these here are our shimmers. The shimmers.
How gorgeous is that?
Ooh, yes. And they smell good too. So again, as we mentioned earlier, in the pandemic, we have a lot to be thankful for, a lot to be grateful for. Number one, we are alive and breathing. That's the most important thing. Number two, we get to live to fight another day and to do better and be better. So the way we show our appreciation is by showering people with love and showering people with gifts, because gifts are love. Gifts are a way that you say thank you. Gifts are a way that you say, oh, I'm just thinking about you. Gifts are a way to say, I wish you the best, so definitely you don't have to wait till Christmas. You don't have to wait till anytime. You can give somebody a gift just because. You can give somebody a gift to say thank you for teaching my child over Zoom. I know it hadn't been easy, but I greatly appreciate you. You can say thank you for your mom or grandma for stepping in to help during this pandemic time. You can say thank you for birthdays, anniversaries, whatever it is. Because you can choose to do what you want to do, how you want to do, when you want to do. And then another gift that I am definitely, and look, it's just packaged so well. So
yeah, and I was going to say, I love that our packaging this year for our gift sets are neutral, so that you can use it anytime. Like if you want to stock up on some gift sets now, because later in 2021, that you're going to have some stuff come up, and that you're going to want these gift sets, go ahead and buy them. Because the packaging is so universal that it's great for any time of the year. Ooh, look at that.
Right. So we have the Golden Hour all-in-one palette. Let me see if I can get a little closer.
Right. I don't think the camera does it justice, but those are your blush and your highlighter on that side, and then you get 4 really pretty shimmer eyeshadows. And again, you can use all of that interchangeably. I've used the eyeshadows in the palette I have for highlighters. So, you know, that is a good one to have for sure.
Yes, 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 yes. So we definitely hope that you learned a lot. We definitely appreciate you tuning in, you know, and learning and sharing and watching and receiving great information from our makeup artist, Miss Erica J. Definitely check her out on IG at Erica J MUA. You will not be disappointed. And like I said, she even does the what you call special effects makeup. Where the eyeball pops out of the face, or it looks like she's pulling your chin up and revealing all of that, the skin that we're trying to protect with our safer products. Yes, she reveals all of that. So definitely talented. So definitely check her out. If you are looking for gifts to share with people, definitely check out our websites, beautycounter.com, JD Myers, beautycounter.com, Erica Jones. Erica Jones 1. Make sure you put that 1 on there because we're gonna need Erica Jones. You need Erica Jones 1. But definitely check us out. And if by some chance you are touched by the movement and you want to lend your voice to what it is we're doing by helping to educate people like yourself on the importance of choosing safer products, definitely reach out to us. We are always looking for more voices to add to the movement because there is power in numbers. And so we wish you well. We ask that you stay tuned because we are more fresh fall beauties are coming out, you know, so stay tuned. We love you.
And thank you today so much for having me on your page.
Yes, thank you, Erica, for joining me. And see that's another thing. We as consultants, we're here to help each other and compliment each other and offer our gifts, you know, to one another. And so I definitely appreciate you for coming out and helping to share your wisdom, your talents, and your skills with my friends and family as well. So until next time, everyone, please keep the dialogue going, and we'll see you later.